Again, guys, sorry about that blue screen. Blue screen of death. We think we might have figured out the problem. Hopefully it won't recur. Of course, this is our first time doing it from the studio here live for Chaos TV. And there we go. Spawning. And look at that song here in the bottom left. The spawning is the yellow Terran. Meanwhile, top right, we've got Strelok, of course, from Mouse Sports as the green Terran. This game is for me a clan war in Survivor against Mouse. Wow. Apparently, he's had a lot of Mouse to face in the Zotac Cup. We'll see if he manages the best Strelok as well. So it's got to be the lesser known player. He's a player for Virus. He was at Maxland as well. I believe he got top 8 in Maxland. Of course, Maxland had a lot of good players. Had Nama, had Adele Scott, had Lulush, who won it in the end. Tarzan was there as well, so it was quite a competitive tournament. And he did quite well for himself. So, Strelok asking, "So, you beat the last 2 Mouse members?" And Song said, "Well, I'm here, aren't I?" So apparently I did. Whereas the TVT here on Zelnaga Catherine. I'm sure we'll see 12 racks by both of these guys, and not much deviation early on in a TVD matchup. Of course, when you're talking about mirrors, this is the one that's been figured out most. And there's a lot of, I believe Blizzard referred to it as Terran overpopulation, overrepresentation. Not because they're necessarily more powerful, just because there is more Terran players. Yeah, especially early on in, I guess post-release is when that's when TVT really started getting figured out. Yes, you had a lot of TVT in beta as well, but the TVT you played there was purely the Tank Viking style. Ever since the release, you saw that introduction of the tech back, where suddenly you go back to a lot of bio instead. You get those Marauders out and try to break someone's tank line. So TVT really has changed a lot since beta, thankfully so. It was quite of a, I think it was quite a stale mashup. And right now you see more deviation. You see, of course, the Tank Viking style, still very popular. I mean, goodie style, mass mech, quite beastly. But yeah, a lot of these players now opting for a biotech back and getting some drops in there, doing a bit of funky action, giving us a bit more action. But you see the second gas here going up very quickly for Strelok. Probably going to go for some kind of cloak play or a quick Raven, of course. There's also an option. But you see the factory here going down. Yeah, I won't be surprised at all if we see some Banshees coming out. Regardless, he's using his early gas right now for the Reaper. So he is making full use of that. His factory is already coming up meanwhile. Still only a 1 Rax song. I'm assuming he's going to go for the fast expand build. Yes, there we go. 1 Rax reactor fast expand. Oh, 1 Rax refinery fast expand. We'll see how that works out for him. We do see this early Reaper is actually quite powerful, on this map, because you have this area here, which is really good, really easy to hold with the Reaper. You easily jump across and make it to safety, but also because you have this long edge on the side of the main, it's very easy to jump on in here as well. So it's really easy to sneak into someone's main. You see the Strelok's Reaper here now sneaking around. Meanwhile, Song sending his first few bio units out to check the front of Strelok. He's going to find a bunker there. Bunker is typically indicative of the kind of Banshee play. So we do see the starport come up as well. There we go. This Reaper now going to town. Gets 1 kill to his name already. Oh, Marauder pops out just as he makes his way by. He's going to get trapped there. Yes. No way out for him. Meanwhile, at the front is... Oh, the SCV building the bunker gets denied here by Strelok. He's going to have to pull a lot of his SCV here. Blunder by Strelok. His bunker not done in time. A lot of SCVs are going down. Looking at the unit lost tab, we see that he's already at 7 units lost now. And, oh, the Marauder getting so many kills. SCVs, of course, not the kind of units you want to use to take down a Marauder. Now finally the bunker finishes, but the damage has been done. The Reaper is still going to town, up to 9 kills right now. Oh my god, massive damage here by the lesser known player Song here versus Strelok. Good micro, keeping that Reaper alive as long as possible, denying a lot of mining time. Now finally the Banshee comes out, but 17 units lost already for Strelok. Of course, one of that is the Reaper, but still a lot of eco going down. Let's look at the bottom line right here. We do see the bottom line, 12 SCVs versus 23. This is a great position for Song to be in. Of course, he needs that anti-air right now. Seeing at him a lot more barracks and an engineering bay as well. He's going to have to, of course, be in time to fend off the Banshee. He doesn't have many Marines out. He's got 3 Marines out. Good micro with the Banshee. You can take those out. Oh, loses 1 right away. Loses the second one as well. Third Marine also going down. This is not a good situation right now to be in for Song. Just has to wait. Just has to whittle down this Banshee. Meanwhile, the Banshee is going to get as many kills as it can. He's got 4 Marines out in production. The barracks explosion there really made a huge difference for him. Stim and run, but that's not going to be enough. But oh, finally going to go down. No, 14 health. Still left on the Banshee, but a little bit of an equalizer at least. That said, really, he wasn't able to capitalize on it too much. He wasn't able to get to the mineral line. The turret there, fending him off. So really no econ damage done. You see that he managed to recover a little bit. So 18, now 20 SCVs versus 24. Strelok with the in-base orbital command there. Just an SCV factory right now. And a reactor coming up here. Now this Rax explosion is basically going to mean that Song can make more bio and more bio and more bio and just stream those out in one big rally. He knows he's got the superior econ right now, so you know if he just goes aggressive, he can easily outproduce his opponent right now. His Banshee play is the only thing that is keeping Strelok in this game so far. You see that siege tech right now is going down for Strelok. He is trying to get that tank count out, hoping to stay alive long enough to capitalize on that. Meanwhile, we see the second gas finally being added and a factory finally coming out for Strong right now. But here we see the Banshee now going to town. That many kills going to get 1 kill, 2 kills there. And he can easily pick up this free supply depot. Yeah, that's what you want to do in this situation. Go for that supply depot. It is free. Nope. Scan. Entre high ground there. Nice scan. A nice scan again. And it's going to take down the bunker. The bunker not getting repaired there. Strelok, curiously enough, not pulling any SCVs to actually repair that. Oh, he does have that tank down and the siege tech finish, so he should be in a decent situation, in a decent position to defend here. There we go, picking off the supply depot. A few Marines are going to try to defend it, but it's on fire. He's going to try to repair it at least. He wants to keep it alive. Takes another shot. Strelok really can't capitalize on this. If you look at the range he's really love, is 6 range on a Banshee, 5 range on a Marine. He just outranged it, but because the Marines with Stim are so fast, it's very hard to actually get ahead out of that. We do see that Strelok right now in a bit of a bind. He needs to secure his expansion, of course, seeming his opponent's been on 2-base mining for such a long time now. And we do see a Stim there by Strelok, but yes, out of range of his tanks. The tanks now just barely in range and doing some shelling. Strelok there losing a few more units than he needed to. Right now, a turret being built just to defend this Soul supply depot. The rock's going to take it down just to free up this area so the bio can actually move there to defend. Well, Strelok picking up a few more units there. He keeps just nibbling on his opponent, and that's really starting to pay off here. Good to see Macro as yes, the econ still better. Of course, you know, if you look at the income tab, it's going to be ahead for Song considerably. He's got that, you know, 2 more gas up here. He's got a lot more gas income, and he's got more SCVs working on those minerals as well. At the same time, if you look at the food count, army-wise, Strelok is considerably ahead right now because of these tanks. So where this production and the income advantage has been with Song for such a long time, Strelok is just doing an awesome job just picking up whatever units he can. Dwindling down the army of Song, if you will. You know, more and more tanks coming out. This mech force is becoming quite frightening. Strelok has 26 Marines out right now, and 19 Marines out for Song as well. This bio force is not well equipped to deal with these tanks. It's going to come purely down to the Marauders for Song, and he only has 4 of those. It'll be interesting to see, you know, what he can actually do here with this composition right now. He really can't damage Strelok much at all. Strelok has a few Marines set here. I'm not sure whether it's a bad rally or really just wants to... No, it's not a rally. He really wants to just keep those units here. Just to fend off any kind of draw play, any kind of Banshee play. He wants to make sure that he stays safe there as well. At the same time, splitting up your army a little bit is, you know, in a situation like this, can be very nice as well, because the scouting basically denies you the intel. We do see that the Banshee here get taken out. Apparently tried to do a little bit of action here, but the Viking coming out and finally shutting that Banshee down, the hero Banshee, well, Black Hawk down, so to speak. We see Strelok now sending those few Marines out, as well as turrets are there to replace them. That's modern industry these days. Workers getting replaced by machines. There we go. Strelok now being aggressive. He catches one of these tanks. Very nice stim there. We see a counter stim, but really, Song does not have the army. Does not have the position right now to do anything against this. Strelok is steamrolling across the map right now, and Song, who's had an advantage this whole map, right now needs to fight off this army and well, hopefully stay alive. There we go. The siege line now up, and the SCV is getting pulled. But oh my God, so much of the bio just disappears into nothingness. Strelok is an obvious attack, and Song is like, can I really lose this game? Is this happening? And Strelok says, yeah, sure. Good game, well played. And Song there, going down to the comeback of Strelok. Strelok with a beautiful comeback there, staying in this game after taking devastating damage in the early rounds. And I guess that means that. Yeah, Song's gonna move on.